From Northern Beaches, PA, from the COVID bunker. This week sponsored by E-Lektron. It's been a tough week in here. I've been isolating pretty much in the studio and having food dropped in the yard by drone by my lovely wife, who's isolating elsewhere. Our daughter doesn't have it, so it's been a hell of a ride. Anybody that says COVID doesn't exist, well, I can safely say it does. 2 days of absolute hell, 4 days of another 2 days after that, rather, of extreme nausea and all the rest of it. And day 5, still in isolation, as we're doing the right thing here in Australia, feeling better. So I thought I'd do a video, because I haven't done a video for ages. Lockdown, I had no work, and there was no products coming to the country. I had the DR112s arrive, they were back order from April, they just arrived about 2 weeks ago. Got some DR10s coming in, so we'll do a review on those, looking forward to getting them. So, no work, nothing coming in. That was tricky. Came out of lockdown just before Chrissy. Everybody went mad for weddings, and we were doing weddings with our Rockvilles, which we like. I've done a review on these Rockvilles. Really nice microphone, very cheaply made, obviously. I only buy them in the US. $60, I believe these were. I've got 3 or 4 of them. This one got broken, got dropped, and obviously, as we discussed in the past, it's not made of steel, and you punched out the LED receiver light, and the actual receiver was broken inside. But for $60, you know, it's not the end of the world. The good thing about these was the capsule and the way you can pick sound up with it. It's omnidirectional, I think, and it's it is omnidirectional, but you didn't have to hold it there if you get, you know, which is uncomfortable to do. You could talk from here, or, you know, obviously optimal 3 to 10 centimeters depending on your voice. But that was a lot of guys I put onto these singers, etc., that do outdoor battery situations, battery stuff, went, wow, the sound quality from these is really good, and it's like a mic they're used to using, let's say, Shure. So that was a win. Tried to get some more. Even the company Rockville in the US doesn't have any, obviously. So one broken, da-dee-da-dee-da. We always send a backup out. Started looking around. Looking around on Australia at reputable companies like DJ City DJs, Store DJ, all these other, you know, companies that sell products from a shop, and rather than just going to Alibaba or something and chancing it there. So I looked across the board and I found the E-Lektron, which is the E-Lektron U-2. Now, a lot of shops were selling these for about $100. So I thought I'd dip my toe in. You know, reputable shops selling, it's a cheap product, but, you know, if they're selling it, they're obviously confident in the product, rather, you know, and I said, rather than just jumping on Alibaba and ending up with a bag of bloody iron filings or something. So dipped our toe in the water with these two. It's great, actually. You get 2 microphones. Steel chassis here, much more. That's my telephone, so I won't answer that. Much more robust around the edges. And the feel is really good on these, actually. It's a nice unit to hold. Steel chassis on the side, plastic towards the top of the capsule, but really nice weight to it. 2 double A's in there. We've got our little savers on, which is handy for weddings, etc., things like that, because they roll around and fall on the floor. But the only thing we found with these is the thing is with cheap microphones, you've got to do this, which I can try. I'll demonstrate it for you now. But 2 mics, UHF, and you get this little rechargeable receiver. Skeptical at first. Battery life, they say on this, is 5 hours. This is 10. Apparently with the double A's. Comes with a little charger, micro USB. You know, I'm a little bit paranoid because I can't see levels or anything on it. And you can step down to 3.5, so you can put it in your computer, or, you know, more a device that takes that. But for $100, I went, okay, let's dip our toe in. This is steel, and that feels good. Whereas that's, you know, plastic, and people are having to sit it on top of the speaker with a, you know, 3.5, and it was all becoming a bit tricky. That's why we sort of went, okay, let's try this. So let's plug this bad boy in. It's just a very simple on-off button on the back antenna. We're just going to put it into a Behringer MP40. That's turned on. We'll just turn the MP40 on. And the mics are already on, and you might be able to hear. So now you can hear a bit of body noise. A bit of body noise on that. Hello, hello, hello. But as you can see, I'm right in front of the microphone. If I talk to the side here, absolutely nothing. If I go back to about here, it's very hard, not much amplification. It's good about here. But that's then relying on the client who hires this to be able to get right up close to the microphone. And most people do that with a microphone, or over here, or down like this. So this one obviously is going to require a stand. It's going to require someone to have a bit of instruction on how to use it. Obviously you can turn the gain up, but then I'm in the studio, just be aware you're gonna. And so it can, you can compensate, but even it's getting, definitely doesn't have the nice coverage of the capsule on the rock film. But that's a trade-off. Then you can pick your other microphone up and talk straight into that one. So 2 microphones, $100, 10 hours. Drop one, you've still got another one. They're very easy to change the frequency. You just unscrew the capsule, unscrew the body, and there's a little button under there to do that. So all in all, for $100, I was quite impressed. I haven't sent these out yet, but it's a kind of piece of kit you're just going to have in the back of the van. For $100, you can chuck it in the van if you're going to do a wedding, and if your Rockville goes down, or whatever your main mic, you've got a couple of these. And if suddenly they go, actually we need 2 wireless mics because we've got grandma can't get out of the wheelchair in the crowd and she wants to talk. There's a bonus there too. So it's not a bad little product for the E-Lektron. I think you can get them pretty much all over Australia from reputable companies. Much better than some of the rubbish I've seen, and I can't wait to try it. It's UHF. It's 30 meters range, they say, and in a straight line, so that should cover most bases. So that's the E-Lektron U-2, which was probably the first new product I bought for a while. That's looks worth looking at, but not a bad product all over. So let's now have another quick look at another product I bought, which is saving my life, and this is a mini vacuum cleaner, $20 off eBay. Now, obviously, there's not much here, but I had a bit of a problem with some DJ decks coming back full of sand. Option A was compressed air, but that was going to blow the sand into the buttons and faders. So that's what I use for just a plaster circuit board off or something like that. But I realised that it's better to suck rather than blow. So this has been an absolute bonus. It's got enough power to suck dust and sand out, but it's not going to lift the keys off your computer or wreck, suck things up that's going to, very sensitive bits and bobs that you get with electronics. There's an ant there, which I won't suck an ant because I'm a bit of an environmental person. I'll collect the ant and put them outside. But that's been a really good buy, $20 off eBay. Just gets the dust out of the studio, and little fiddly parts like that. You can get stuff out rather than blow it in, which you can do with the compressed air, which I was doing before, which I suddenly went, hang on a minute, laws of physics, being a bit of an idiot. That's about it for me this week. What else have we got? We've got a rolling jazz chorus there, which we found by the side of the road a while ago. That is the 160. Someone threw that out, could you believe? I don't know if you can see that very well. It works perfectly. So we're enjoying that. Found by the side of the road. Rolling jazz chorus 1972. So that was a bit of a bang. That was the best thing that's happened for a while. But yes, next week we'll get the Behringer DR110s in, and we'll give you a rundown of those. But yeah, the E-Lektron mic, very handy. And there's 2 of them for $100, which is a bit of a bonus, I think. So yeah, look into that if you're in the market for an all-battery portable setup for a wedding or spruiking, etc. It's actually it's growing on me. The more I use it, the more I test it. So just one of those products, you got the right stuff. The packaging looks a bit how you go in, and there's a bit of wire there that's going to break. But you get what you pay for. It's not a top of the range Shaw model, but it will get you out of trouble. So this is Joel from the COVID bunker, starting to sweat again. I can feel it coming on. Give us a shout. Any questions we get? I enjoy you trying to help people if they've got questions. We're not too worried about subscription or that. It's not really my aim. But any products that come up that are interesting that I can get my hands on. There's another phone call coming in. People have been checking in on me to see whether I'm dead or not, so I do. That's very nice of them. Joel and all the bitches, over and out.